Have you ever felt like someone, somewhere, is pulling your strings? Like an unseen force is guiding your every move, every decision? Like you're a puppet dancing to a tune you can't hear? Sounds crazy, right? But what if I told you that this isn't just a figment of your imagination? Well, buckle up, folks, because tonight, we're diving headfirst into the wacky and sometimes terrifying world of mind control. It's a journey that will take us through the annals of history, science, and the darkest corners of human ambition. Governments and shadowy organizations have long been fascinated by the idea of controlling the masses. From ancient times to modern day, the quest for power has often included the desire to manipulate the minds of others. I mean, who needs tanks and bombs when you can just make people do what you want? Imagine the power of influencing thoughts, beliefs, and actions without ever firing a shot. It's a concept that has intrigued and terrified people for generations. It sounds like something out of a cheesy sci-fi flick, but the truth, as they say, is often stranger than fiction. The line between reality and fantasy blurs when we delve into the world of mind control. For decades, rumors have swirled about secret government programs using everything from psychedelic drugs to subliminal messages to brainwash unsuspecting citizens. These stories have fueled countless conspiracy theories and sparked heated debates. Is it all just paranoia and conspiracy theories? Or is there a kernel of truth hidden within these wild tales? Could there be a hidden agenda at play, manipulating us in ways we can't even comprehend? Or is there something more sinister lurking beneath the surface? Something that challenges our very understanding of free will and autonomy. Tonight, we're separating fact from fiction and exposing the unsettling truth about mind control. Join us as we uncover the secrets, the lies, and the shocking reality that may be closer to home than you think. Let's rewind the clock to the Cold War, a time of paranoia, espionage, and some seriously messed up experiments. Enter MKUltra, the CIA's not-so-secret mind control program that would make even the most hardened Bond villain blush. From the 1950s to the early 70s, the CIA embarked on a quest to crack the code of mind control. Their weapon of choice? You guessed it, LSD. They dosed unsuspecting civilians, mental patients, and even their own agents with the psychedelic drug, hoping to unlock the secrets of brainwashing and interrogation. The experiments were, to put it mildly, unethical. People were subjected to sensory deprivation, hypnosis, and electroshock therapy, all in the name of national security. The craziest part? Most of the MKUltra records were destroyed, leaving us with more questions than answers. Fast forward to today, and the tools of mind control have gotten a serious upgrade. Forget about shady government labs. Now it's all about the screens we're glued to 24/7. That's right, folks. Social media and entertainment have become the new battleground for controlling your mind. Think about it. Algorithms track your every click, like, and share, building a scarily accurate profile of your hopes, fears, and deepest desires. This information is then used to spoon-feed you content designed to keep you hooked, outraged, and, most importantly, predictable. And it's not just social media. From the news we consume to the movies we watch, we're bombarded with carefully crafted narratives that shape our perceptions of the world. It's subtle, it's insidious, and it's happening right under our noses. So, how do we know all of this? Well, for starters, we talked to Jason Christoff, a leading expert on mind control and the author of You Are Being Programmed. Now, Jason is not your average conspiracy theorist wearing a tinfoil hat. He's a respected researcher who's spent years studying the methods and techniques used to influence our thoughts and behaviors. And what he's uncovered is, frankly, terrifying. Jason believes that we're being subjected to a constant barrage of mimetic programming, a fancy way of saying that we're being conditioned to think and act like everyone else. He points to the rise of social media, the 24/7 news cycle, and the increasing homogeneity of entertainment as evidence that we're being herded into a collective hive mind. Section 5. The power of repetition, mimetic programming in you. Now you might be thinking, hold on, John, are you saying that just because I like scrolling through Instagram, I'm being brainwashed? Well, it's not quite that simple, but the truth is, repetition is key when it comes to mind control. Think about advertising. Ever notice how the same jingles and slogans get stuck in your head? That's not an accident. Advertisers know that the more they repeat a message, the more likely you are to believe it, even if it's complete nonsense. The same principle applies to mimetic programming. By constantly exposing us to the same ideas, values, and beliefs, the powers that be can effectively rewire our brains without us even realizing it. Section 6. The subconscious. Your mind's backstage pass. Welcome to the hidden realm of your mind where the real magic happens. The scariest part about all of this is that it's happening beneath our conscious awareness. Imagine living in a house where the basement is constantly being remodeled without your knowledge. See, our brains are like icebergs. The conscious mind is just the tip poking above the water, the part we can see and control. While the vast majority of our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors are driven by the subconscious, it's the hidden powerhouse that shapes our reality. And guess what? The subconscious is a sucker for repetition and emotional triggers. It's like a sponge, soaking up whatever it's exposed to repeatedly. That's why propaganda, advertising, and even political campaigns often rely on fear, anger, and other strong emotions. They know exactly how to push our buttons, to bypass our critical thinking faculties and plant their messages deep in our subconscious minds. It's a strategic move to influence us without us even realizing it. It's like planting a seed in fertile ground. The subconscious mind is incredibly fertile, ready to nurture whatever is planted in it. Water it with enough repetition and emotional reinforcement, and it will grow. This is why affirmations and repeated messages are so powerful. And before you know it, you've got a fully grown belief system that you didn't even choose for yourself. It's like waking up one day to find a tree in your backyard that you never planted. So, how do we take control? By becoming aware of what we expose our minds to and consciously choosing what we want to plant in our mental garden. Through mindfulness, positive affirmations, and intentional living, we can start to shape our subconscious mind in ways that serve us rather than control us. Remember, you have the power to be the gardener of your own mind. Choose wisely what you plant and watch your life transform. Section 7. From COVID-19 to Coca-Cola. Mind control in action. Today we delve into how powerful entities shape our thoughts and behaviors without us even realizing it. Don't believe me? Let's look at some real-world examples. Remember the COVID-19 pandemic? It was a time of unprecedented global upheaval. Suddenly the entire world was singing from the same hymn sheet. Governments, media outlets, and health organizations all echoed the same messages. Stay home, wear a mask, get vaccinated. These directives were repeated endlessly, becoming a mantra that everyone followed. Now, I'm not saying those things were bad advice, but the way the message was disseminated, with relentless repetition and fear-mongering, was straight out of the mind control playbook. The constant barrage of alarming headlines and anxious faces on TV created a climate of fear and compliance. And it's not just governments that are in on the game. Corporations have mastered these techniques as well. Corporations have been using these tactics for decades. Think about Coca-Cola. Their marketing campaigns are legendary. They've spent billions of dollars associating their sugary beverage with happiness, friendship, and good times. Every advertisement is carefully crafted to evoke positive emotions. Have you ever wondered why Coke is so popular despite being, let's face it, not that great for you? It's not just about the taste. It's because they've successfully programmed our subconscious minds to crave it. Through constant exposure and emotional manipulation, they've made us associate Coke with joy and satisfaction. This is mind control in action, subtly influencing our choices and preferences every day. Section 8. Wake up sheeple, recognizing the signs. So how can we fight back against this insidious form of manipulation? The first step is awareness. We need to start paying attention to the messages we're being bombarded with and asking ourselves some critical questions. Who's sending this message and what's their agenda? What emotions are they trying to evoke in me? Is this information objective or is it designed to manipulate me? Once we start questioning the narratives we're being fed, we can begin to break free from the matrix. Look out for repetitive content, especially if it's designed to evoke strong emotions. Be wary of information that confirms your existing biases, and be open to considering different perspectives. Section 9. Free your mind, breaking free from the matrix. Look, I'm not saying that everything you see, hear, and read is a lie designed to control your mind. But it's important to be aware of the forces at play and to cultivate a healthy skepticism towards the information we're being bombarded with. Remember, your mind is your most valuable asset. Don't let anyone, whether it's the government, corporations, or even your favorite social media platform, take control of it. So, the next time you're scrolling through your phone, watching TV, or even just walking down the street, take a moment to observe the messages you're being exposed to. Ask yourself, are you thinking for yourself, or are you being programmed? The answer might surprise you. That's our show, everybody.